Okay, this is where we're at so far. All the body panels are built. The back half is built, but I'm in the process of a major upgrade, improvement, whatever you want to call it. Trying to solve a problem. Hood's done. Hood latches are done, which is just like the original Ferraris, are real close. They're not exactly. I went with the louvers like off of 55, 56. Just because I think they're cooler looking. Looks more like a shark gill. On the original car, they were just little bitty ones. This is just my rendition of a Ferrari D50. That's the car that I love and I always thought was cool. I always wanted one. Obviously, they're like $30 million. So I decided to build one in a go-kart. Unfortunately, this whole go-kart situation is slowly turning into something different. It's a cross between a go-kart and a cross kart. The major upgrade, I will show you guys, is this. Gonna have to redesign the whole back half of the car. The axle was not going to work. I went this morning and bought a subframe off a 2005 Mazda RX-8. A lot of people do that with a cross kart. It's a 10-point mounting system. I don't even know if I can salvage the back half of this frame, and I might have to stretch the car out about 4 or 5 inches. Not a big deal. I'll just make body panels to go in here and hook it to the back half, which is over there. But the whole frame, I'm going to have to redesign the whole frame so it can hook all the A-arms. I got half shafts, run disc brakes in the back. So at least we'll have 4-wheel disc brakes now. This is a little complicated. The half shafts will actually slide in the pumpkin. The pumpkin, I'm hoping I can just basically put a sprocket on like everybody else does, or, cut it out and bolt it on there. I will have to make a frame to hold these in the bearings. Really, the only thing I don't know is I might have to have another shaft here to run the chain over here, depending on what motor I use. But we're already thinking we're going to upgrade the motor to something like a 1300cc. Now that we have 4-wheel independent suspension, 4-wheel disc brakes. So as soon as I get all this built, I will post another video. All the panels are built. They just have to all be reworked pretty heavily. But I at least wanted to get them built so I know what I got. And then I can come back and rebuild a little. This is going to be a challenge. For me, it will be. Making all this work correctly. I'll have to build shock towers because I want the shocks to be different than the Mazda, obviously. This is what I got so far. But the rest of the car, I mean, for the most part, is all built. So these basically are tie downs, just like the original Ferrari. The louvers are made. Everything's just got to be hammered and dollied a lot. So it's pretty big. If anybody's curious how big it was, it's about 12, 13 feet long. It's 59 inches wide from outside tire to outside tire. So I'll post some videos when I get the back end drawn up, built, where I know it's going to work. Might take me 4 or 5 tries to make it work correctly. That's what I got so far. It's a crappy day here, so can't open the garage door. But all the steering's hooked up. It's all working really good. Just want to get everything built. Then I'll go back and refinish all the sheet metal and make everything good. But I got to get this whole situation back here figured out and make sure it's working. So I'll post when I get all that done.